I am just about to make one of my favorite side dishes, which is just like stuffed baked potatoes. So I have my trusty 8-inch square Pyrex ready to go, and I'm going to spray that with some cooking oil. Today I'm using olive oil cooking oil. I use 24 ounces of cauliflower because the sauce is quite rich. I think the recipe calls for 16 ounces, but I like to use a little bit extra. And then a little salt and pepper, paprika, 4 green onions, 3 pieces of bacon, 8 ounces of cheddar cheese, and 8 ounces of cream cheese. It is a delicious, decadent, creamy mix. So I'm just going to start by preheating my oven as usual to 350. Then I'm going to get the cauliflower. You can cook it in the microwave or boil it. I like to boil it. So I'm going to open this up and put it in some boiling water and cook it until it is tender. Cauliflower has now been boiling for about 5 minutes, so I am going to take it off the stove and drain it and then make up the sauce. This is a super easy recipe, so it takes really no time at all. All right, so while my cauliflower is draining, I am going to go ahead and melt my cream cheese for a few minutes. Oh, I forgot I have my pulled pork in here from Sam's Club. I'm not sure if anybody else ever buys this pulled pork. It is delicious. It's like $10 for this whole 2-pound container. The macros are pretty good. Little high in protein. The fat protein ratio is not that great, but then I just usually have it with like avocado or top it with some dressing. I've got my food prep going on here. I might share that with you as well. But anyway, I'm going to just melt up or soften the cream cheese. Not for very long. Actually, my cream cheese has been sitting out for a while. So I'm going to just get it a little bit soft and get the rest of my stuff ready. Hello again. So yes, it is another wonderful Sunday, and I gotta tell you, the weather is gorgeous today. I did my usual Sunday routine. I went to my bar class, and then I went for a walk along the river, which was super nice. Stopped at Trader Joe's, got a few things, came home. Actually, I just got back from a trip. Hold on, I gotta grab the cauliflower. And I gotta grab my knife. I'm completely unprepared, actually, apparently. And I've got my pulled pork going in the microwave, so that's gonna start beeping soon. But anyway, cauliflower's done. So I'm just about to mix up the sauce and get everything together, guys. This is such an easy recipe. Again, it's from that that Linda's Low Carb website that I just love, and it's a recipe I've been making for like ever. I think it was one of my very first keto recipes. A friend shared it with me and it was so good. So anyway, I sprayed my Pyrex dish, my super clean, awesome Pyrex dish, and actually I'm just gonna throw the cauliflower in there. I'm gonna chop up my green onions. So anyway, yes, I just went to Philadelphia with a friend and got home last night at around a little after 10. So I was super tired. I actually slept till 8 o'clock today, which I never ever do. So I missed the early morning bar class that starts at 8:30 Sunday. So I actually went to another studio that's like across town. They have a class at 9:30. But I'm not sure if any of you have been to Philadelphia, but it is amazing. We had a really, really good time. It's our fall break right now. Well, today's the last day of fall break, which makes me sad. I have to get a wooden spoon now. So a friend and I went there for a couple days, had a great time. We stayed at an Airbnb, and we went to the museum, we went to the Liberty Bell, we went to the Eastern State Penitentiary. We did a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm going to interject my recipe making along with my story about Philadelphia at the same time. So I have cooked the cauliflower, put it in this spray dish. I'm going to add my melted cream cheese, 8 ounces. I mean, this is a crazy, cheesy, delicious goodness. And then I'm also going to add 8 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese. Oh yes, 8 ounces. Apparently I can't open the 8 ounces of shredded cheese. Oh, there we go. So you just pour, there goes my pulled pork. Things are crazy today. Let me just get that, stop that for a second. So yeah, you just pour all of that in. I probably should have used a bigger Pyrex. Usually it fits, so I'm just going to stir that up carefully and talk to you while I do this. So yeah, we got to Philly on Wednesday and it was raining. So we just kind of like cruised around, stopped in a few little like restaurants and shops, and you know, I did a good job actually. Like I always stick to my keto whenever I go away. And I don't track usually when I go away. I just don't, I still eat within my, you know, macros, or try to. I mean, I probably definitely eat more calories, and I mean, I drink some wine, and like I had a couple glasses of wine each day that we were gone, so I know that you know, affects my macros a little bit, but I don't have any other carbs really. Like when we go out to eat, I do, like I'll just do like ground beef or some sausage. We went to this awesome little deli, and I had like 2 pieces of bacon and a sausage, and then a few pieces of cheese with it, and that was awesome. So yeah, Philly was so much fun. We did the Rocky Steps and took our pictures with the Rocky statue, and then went into that museum. I think it's the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Gosh, guys, you know, I've been to the Louvre. Okay, anyway, hold on. Stirring that up. Now I'm just going to add some salt and pepper to the mix. You know, I just eye it out. I use a lot of salt, like I said before, and then I'm going to pepper it up. I'm going to stir it some more. Yes, I've been to Paris, and I've been to the museums there, and I have to say that the one in Philadelphia is one of my favorite museums. They have the biggest collection of Monet paintings outside of France, and it's amazing to see some of those paintings in real life. And yeah, just to see some of those paintings I studied in college, and when I was in high school, Salvador Dali was one of my favorite artists, so some of his paintings were at this museum, and yeah, it was really, really fun. And other than that first rainy day and the second windy day, we had awesome weather and just had a really, really good time. So yeah, I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things today, but just having an enjoyable day, getting my food ready for the week, and had a good workout. I'm doing all my laundry and just kind of having one of those days. But like I said, the weather is beautiful, so we ate outside, and yeah, today's a really nice day here in Oklahoma. So I have now basically mixed up all of the cauliflower with the cream cheese and the cheddar cheese and the salt and pepper, and now all I'm going to do is top it with my green onions. And I forgot, you just use the green part of the green onions, so I'm going to top, oh my gosh, this dish is so good. I actually haven't had it for a while, so it's really one of my staples, and it's just so easy to make. And then I'm going to chop up these 3 pieces of bacon and top it with that. Yeah, I will probably show you my food prep this week. I'm trying to do something different. Like, I haven't been eating my first meal until like noon, almost noon every day, which I don't know. I mean, technically, I guess I am doing some of that intermittent fasting, because I finish eating at like 7, and then I don't eat my next meal until like 11 the next day. However, I work out in the morning, and so I'm really trying to like build back up my muscles, and I like the way the intermittent fasting makes my it does make my stomach feel good, and I do like how you hit this point and you just have a lot of energy and you feel really good. But I think, I don't know if it just works well for me, because I think I'm eating too much later in the day. Like, I think I'm like, oh, I was so hungry earlier in the day that you know, I overeat, I think, with my last meal. So I don't know. So this week I'm trying something a little bit different. Like, so I've been packing a breakfast and lunch every day I can't remember if I stir in, like right now I've just topped it with the green onions and the bacon, but I feel like I did that wrong. I think you're not supposed, I think you top it with those things after. I think I'm going to stir them in and then top it with the, I don't know. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now is, I think I was supposed to put the paprika on before that. Hold on, I gotta check something. Yeah, I thought that looked weird. So actually, I don't know why I topped it on there, but yeah, I'm gonna mix it all in. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm mixing in the bacon and the green onion into my little mixture. Gosh, usually you think I'd made this enough that I'd remember that. But anyway, so yeah, I was always packing like a breakfast and a lunch for work. I go to the gym before work and then I go straight to work from the gym. So I pack like a breakfast and lunch, but like I said, I hadn't been eating my first meal until so late. Then I was just kind of having a snack mid-afternoon, which was like macadamia nuts and like my fat bombs. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think I was like, I don't know. I just don't know if I like doing that. So this week I'm trying, like I'm still gonna just eat my first meal whenever I feel like it. But then I'm going to try to actually like sit down and like my second meal is still going to be like macadamia nuts, but something maybe a little bit more substantial. So don't eat too much when I get home. I don't know. I just have to get in a better mindset. I feel like I've been overeating. So I need to kind of just be careful. And I don't know if that's just because I'm making myself go a little bit too long in the mornings without food. I don't know. It's probably just a mind thing. So I'm just going to be a little bit more cognizant this week and try to be a little bit more careful in that area and see how that works out for me. And like I said, if I still don't want to eat my first meal until later, that's fine. But I just have to be a bit more balanced the rest of the day, I think. Yeah, because my like second meal, my dinner that I've been having has just been pretty large. Probably unnecessarily so. So I've mixed in the bacon, I've mixed in the green onions, and now I just top it with a little bit of paprika. And now I'm going to put this baby in the oven. It's like so greasy on the outside from my gross hands. So I am going to pop this in the oven at 350, and you bake it for, I usually bake it for like 35 to 40 minutes, and it's perfect. So I'm going to put it in for 35 and see how that looks, and I'll show you when it's done. And there are the Just Like stuffed baked potatoes. Don't mind my dirty Pyrex, but they are delicious. So I baked them for 35 minutes at 350. They are bubbling and delicious. And then I'll make 6 slices out of it, but sometimes I just have half of one. It is really, really rich, but it is delicious. So here is my food prep for the week. So like I said, I changed it up a little bit because I've been eating my first meal so much later. So I'm trying something a little bit different. So here is Monday and Wednesday. I have 3 ounces of sausage, 2 ounces of ground beef, 2 ounces of chicken, and a quarter avocado. And that's going to be my first meal. Now I did pack a second meal, which is a quarter cup of these almonds, and then 3 pieces of bacon, half an ounce of cheese, and I've got 2 ounces of pulled pork and a quarter avocado. So chances are I will not eat all of this. Some of this will be saved for like my dinner. I might just end up eating these, but I just wanted the option. Chances are it'll be, I'll eat this, and then I'll end up having these nuts and probably the bacon. That usually makes me feel pretty good mid-afternoon, but we will see. So that's the same thing for Monday, Wednesday. Then I also have pickles in there as well. So that's Monday, and it's also Wednesday. And then Tuesday and Thursday, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the egg. I know it's a pretty big meal. So that's what I mean. Like, if I wait too long to eat, then I'll have this big meal. But it feels okay. I feel, it settles well on my stomach and keeps me fueled for the afternoon. I just, have to balance it out a little bit. So I've got 3 pieces of bacon, an egg. I've got 1.5 ounces of salami, 1/2 ounce of cheese, and then those are those mushrooms that I make, and I make like this cream sauce for it. So that's that meal. And then for my second meal, I've got 2.5 ounces ground beef, 2.5 ounces of chicken, and an ounce and a little bit of macadamia nuts. So like I said, usually I've just been eating the macadamia nuts and then like fat bombs. But I think I'm not going to make any fat bombs this week, and I'm going to try to just keep to less sweet items. So that is Tuesday, and then I'm doing the same thing Thursday, and Wednesday is the same thing as Monday, and then Friday I'm mixing it up a little bit. So Friday I've got 2 ounces of salami, I think 2 ounces of salami, 1/2 ounce of cheese, 1/2 an avocado, and 1 egg. And then I'm going to do 2 ounces of sausage, 3 ounces of pulled pork. I've got a 1/4 avocado. Yes, it's a little brown. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. And then I'm going to put 1/2 a serving of those potatoes that I'm making as well. The potatoes. So that's my food for the week. And then I have dinners when I come home. So like I said, if I don't eat the second meal, my dinner is bigger. And if I do eat the second meal, then my dinner is probably going to be quite small this week. And my potatoes are cooking up nicely.